What's up, everybody? We have a full in-depth review here of the brand new Puckaround from HockeyWraparound. I was sent this about a month ago now, and I've been play testing it for them, and the release should be March 20th, so this video should be out around then. So yeah, this has been about a month of using it so far, and just kind of my first thoughts and everything like that. So let's get into it. First off, this is how it looks. It is all black. It's got 5 holes in it, and it is also 4 layered, and they all rotate. So yeah, pretty clean looking, pretty nice and simple. And then in the middle here, you've got it acts as a weight. So definitely unique looking compared to most. So the main idea of the Puckaround is supposed to mimic the feel of an ice hockey puck. It's supposed to have the same weight and the same feel, and it's got very similar dimensions. Obviously, this is a blue puck, but it's a regular ice hockey puck, but spray painted blue, and you can see it's very similar. The Puckaround has just like maybe like a millimeter more on the height, but overall it's pretty similar, and the circumference is the same here. So very nice. It replicates that very well, and like I said, you probably got that extra millimeter because you're going to be using it on concrete, and over time it's going to wear down. So that's not that big of an issue here. So like I said, been using it for about a month, and I really enjoy it. I think it's really going to change the game. So yeah, I'll be popping up clips and everything, but yeah, so far it's been great. It slides really well, and like I said, the main thing is it feels like an ice hockey puck, and it's a great training aid, for anybody. Obviously works perfectly with the wraparound itself, which we run on all of our sticks. So that's obviously what you're looking for. Never had any damage to the wraparound or the puck when using them together. So a lot of the videos you'll see that I've been using, it's been on this paved concrete, this parking lot, and it's been perfect. There's rocks and pebbles and sticks around here, and so like it'll hit a rock, pop up, but it flattens out pretty quickly without rolling away from you, like some others. A lot of you are probably gonna be wondering the comparison between the Green Biscuit and the Puckaround. So yeah, first things first is they're two completely different pucks, two completely different things. You use this for 5 minutes and you go to this for 5 minutes, it feels completely different. It's they're different things. It's all I can describe it as. The Green Biscuit really does have emphasizes on that glide. It's super fast and feel as long as it's like a flat surface, and that goes for both kind of. But it's got that super fast glide, but it's very light, especially going back and forth. Compared to this, it slides really well, and you've got the weight to go along with it. So when you go from ice to roller or vice versa, you kind of get that same feel. And both of them obviously are great in their own ways. I'm not saying like I won't use Green Biscuit and everything. I still use that. It's got its pros, like if you want to go and just work on like high sauces that'll like really flatten out quickly, the Green Biscuit might be a good option. And the Puckaround just feels kind of like a universal puck that can do a lot of things. I've shot it a little bit. I've shot it on net. Haven't taken like too many full-blown shots, but it's had no issues. I took it over to like a little basketball area with it was fenced in. It was just ripping it on the metal fence and no issues. So yeah, it's very durable. And you know, the main downside is, like with the regular Green Biscuit, is you can't really shoot it if you hit it off the post. A lot of times it's just going to crack easily, so that really does limit your ability there. You've also got like the Green Biscuit Snipe, which is always had its, you know, had its potential, but it just, you don't have that slide. I've never been that big of a fan of the Snipe, but obviously the Green Biscuit's really nice. Always like the Green Biscuit. Just like I said, can't really do too much shooting. But yeah, I do want to mention here, I've got the brand new Wraparound. Or Puckaround. I haven't used this one yet. So let's look here, because I'll stretch out the Green Biscuit, or I'll make as much space as I can. So like, this is what the Green Biscuit is fully expanded height wise, and there it's about similar. But if you like condense it and how it kind of just normally sits and lays, there's quite the height difference. Plus another thing is, once you use the Green Biscuit over time, it really does flatten out. And that's gonna go for the Puckaround too. Obviously, you use this thing every day, and it's gonna get smaller. Like the one I have here, it's still about the same height, but the edges of the pucker, you know, getting a little rounded. But that's just due to general wear. So you just gotta expect that, and that's just how it'll be, which is fine. But yeah, so overall, I'll be throwing in all these clips. You'll see it on Instagram and TikTok. But ranking of the pucks that I keep in my, you know, kind of puck bag, whatever. I got 6 pucks here I usually use. We'll just rank from bottom to top here. So last place is going to be the NHL Pro Puck, whatever, Pro Commander. You just have the white things, they pop off, and the durability is whatever, but it just doesn't slide great. Not great for concrete. 5 is the kind of IDS puck here. Obviously this one's going to be good for roller hockey on like tile and things like that, but general concrete and general usability, you know, just not great, especially for what I'm doing. So obviously a good like roller hockey puck on tile, like I said, but not great out here. The 4 spot, probably gonna go with the Pro Puck here. It just rolls so much, and then these little white pegs pop off like easier than any puck I've ever used. So that one's just not great. I just don't like the way it rolls, and it's not great on the height either. So it's kind of tough to do anything besides, I guess, shoot with. So the number 3 spot is going to the Green Biscuit Snipe. If it just slid a little bit better, this would be, you know, maybe that 2 or 1, but it just doesn't slide great, and I think it rolls a little bit too much. It's got a little bit better weight than like the Green Biscuit, but yeah, that's the 3. Number 2 is going to the regular Green Biscuit. The Puckaround is my number 1 spot, as you could have guessed. It's just so universal from what I've been able to determine already. It's just so universal from what I've been able to determine already, and I think it's going to be great to, you know, it's going to be a great training aid for all purposes. Like I said, The Green Biscuit's really nice, and if you know, like, just the main thing is you really can't shoot it at all, or it really it bursts pretty quick if you just ding it off the post. So like I said, Puckaround, been doing some shooting, been doing all the stick handling and all the stuff out here, saucing on this bulldozer that's right next to me, and have had no issues. So yeah, it's just very universal. I love the Green Biscuit still, I love this, but like I said, you can just do so much with it and not have to worry, and it's gonna serve its purpose, and you know, it's gonna be great for off-ice training. So that's kind of the ranking there. Yeah, and I also wanted to mention, I forgot that Hockey Wraparound, they mentioned or told me that the circles here, the more you use them, the more it'll, you know, slide and kind of like sauce and flatten out better, just because it has more cushion, which is true, because like the one I've been using, this one's like brand new, and then this one's been the one I've used for the whole month, and like this one rotates and like you can spin it here, and like this one still has got to break in a little bit. So there is like a little bit of a break-in time with these, I guess I should mention. You know, it's taken me probably like a week of full use for this one to get to the point at where it's at. So yeah, a little bit of break-in time, I guess, but other than that, once it gets going, it's great. I love everything you can do with it. You know, like the tricks and stuff, like the Michigan Zorro stuff. It feels very accurate on the ice. I love it. You just get it on the toe of the blade and start spinning around, and you feel that weight difference. That's just like one example. And so yeah, it's pretty much wrap it up for the review here. The Puckaround, you're gonna see all the clips and everything. I think it's gonna be game changing. I think it's gonna be a great off-ice training tool that everyone can use. You know, ice can be hard to get sometimes and expensive to get, but nothing stops anyone from getting a pair of rollerblades and, you know, coming out to an empty driveway or a parking lot and just, you know, just rips around a little bit. And this is obviously going to be a great tool to continue to use and get better at your game. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks to Hockey Wraparound for sending this out for some early access. I appreciate it, and yeah, let's keep rolling.